Good morning, dear children. Children, last week we discussed about adverbs and I explained to you what are adverbs, what all things they modify. Okay. One type of adverb that I just missed was interrogative adverb, which starts with a question word like when is your birthday. So when is an interrogative adverb. Okay. For example, if I say for example, if I say, why are you angry? So, why is an interrogative adverb. Alright, so all the words starting with a question word, they are and modifying any action or or an adjective or an adverb itself, they are called interrogative adverbs. Now, children, moving on to the position of adverbs. Today, I am going to teach you how to position or how to use adverbs in a sentence. Okay, it is very important to use adverbs in a sentence at the right position because it changes the meaning completely. Okay, so first and the foremost, which is the thumb rule, that I have written this sentence 3 times in different ways. For example, if I say, I carefully painted the house. Now painted is the verb and house is the object. Okay, and carefully is the adverb here. In the second sentence, I have written, I painted the house carefully. Alright, I painted the house carefully. Now here, painted is again the verb, house is an object. But in this sentence, I have written, I painted carefully the house. Now here I have placed the adverb between the verb and the object, which is wrong. So all that I mean to explain you with this example is that whenever we are using an adverb, we will never place it between the verb and the object. So this is not making appropriate sense. I painted carefully the house. This is wrong. Okay. Either you say I carefully painted the house or you say I painted the house carefully. Okay. Now children, there are 3 positions in the sentence where adverbs can be used. Okay. The position of adverbs where they can be used is in the beginning or in the starting. Okay, in the beginning position. It can also be used in the mid position and it can also be used in the end. For example, if I say, suddenly the phone rang. Suddenly, comma, the phone rang. Okay, now here suddenly is an adverb and it is used in the beginning of the sentence. If I say, I always exercise before work. Now here always is an adverb. It is coming just before the main verb. Okay. So mid position in the sentence where adverb is used is with the main verb. It generally comes before the main verb. Okay. So I always exercise before work. Alright. Now in the end, how it is used, for example, if I say, you speak English well. Okay. Now well here is an adverb which is used in the end of the sentence. I hope I am clear. This is only for your knowledge where all in the sentence adverbs can be used. It can be used in the beginning, it can be used in the middle, it can be used in the end. Alright. Now I am going to explain you about various types of adverbs and where they are placed. Okay. So adverb of frequency like always, never, often, generally, usually. So these are called the adverbs of frequency. These adverbs are placed before the main verb. Okay, he always speaks the truth. We generally have breakfast. So have is the main verb, speaks is the main verb. So adverbs of frequency are generally used before the main verb. Okay. Then if the main verb is the form of be, that is, am, are, was, were, if the main verb in the sentence is this, then always these adverb of frequency will be used after the verb. Okay, you can say it is an exception that whenever the verb is of the form be, then always it is used after the main verb. For example, I am always, so after am. He is generally late. He is usually early. So is the main verb. An adverb follows the main verb here. Only in the case when the main verb is be ka form. Okay. Otherwise, adverb comes before the main verb. The adverb of frequency. Okay. Now coming on to adverb of manner and adverb of time. I'll be discussing this afterwards. Adverb of manner and adverb of time. Adverb of manner tell us how a thing is done. Okay. So if you say joyfully, happily, sadly, fast. Okay. So if I say for adverb of manner, children, if the verb is transitive, means that if there is an object in a sentence, then the adverb will always come in the end. For example, the children played cricket. Okay. Now played is a verb. Played what? Played cricket. Cricket is the object. Okay. So this is a transitive verb. Okay. This is a transitive verb. Played. So whenever there is an object in a sentence and we have to place the adverb of manner, then we will always place after the object. So the children played cricket joyfully, or the children played cricket yesterday. So it will always come in the end. Whereas if there is no object in a sentence, if the verb is intransitive, meaning the child cried bitterly, there is no object in this sentence. So the adverb will be placed just after the verb. Adverb will be placed just after the verb. Clear? Now coming on to adjective part. For example, adverbs are placed just with the adjectives before what they are describing. For example, if I say he is very handsome. Now handsome is an adjective and very is an adverb. Very will be used just before the adjective which it is modifying. Okay. For example, if I say that he is too hardworking, or he is too untidy. Okay. So too is describing untidy, so it will be placed before it. But children, with this word enough, always remember, this is a very important thing I am telling you. Enough is used after the adjective. He is strong enough to carry the box. Okay. So always enough is used after the adjective. For example, if I say she is beautiful enough to become Miss World. So beautiful ke baad enough. Only with enough it is there. Rest with all the adjectives, with all the adverbs, it is used before the adjectives. I hope it is clear. Now one more thing that I want to explain in adverbs is the degree of adverbs. Okay. So if I talk about the degree, like we also did it in the adjectives, There are degrees of adverbs also, children. Degrees of adverbs mean that they tell us, for example, if I write Roma reached early, Rita reached earlier than Roma. And if I write the third sentence, Shalini reached the earliest of all. Now here the adverb is early, okay? Reached early, earlier and earliest. Here this is called the positive degree when we are making a statement. When we are comparing two people, Rita and Roma, and their arrival, then we say it is a comparative degree of adverb. But when we are only talking about anything which is above this comparative and the positive, this is called the superlative degree, like we have studied in in adjectives also. So positive, comparative and superlative degree. Superlative degree we always use it with the, okay, and also when we are talking about over and above of everyone. All right. So I think this is quite simple, and you have been studying it since class 2 or 3 onwards. That's all in adverbs, children. Your homework is to do the exercises. I will be giving you a PDF also for the exercises. Thank you.